I had to turn my car off, actually. There we go. Yeah, so here we are. Here we are. Here's the day. I'm excited. Um, I'm waiting for that official post, email, whatever it's called, for Beast of Reincarnation, Game Freak's first game outside of Pokemon. So I'm excited to see what they've been cooking, as the kids would say on the playground today. I don't know what kids say on the playgrounds. It's been a long time since I've been on any playground outside of my own kid's school, but yeah, here we are. Well, here we are, just waiting for chat to populate, waiting for my regulars. We're at 148 subscribers, YouTube. My viewers out there, thank you. Thank you for showing up. Thank you for clicking on my video, double clicking on my video, and really taking a chance, and staying in here and not swiping away. I appreciate you. Trying to get my impressions up, trying to get my click rate up, trying to figure out what the audience and stuff wants in terms of content. I see a bunch of adult men waiting in line for Pokemon cards. I'm not gonna do that. And then they end up transitioning. I guess they're like temporary people that wait, and then there's people that will, there's kids and stuff that kind of show up for their turn. I guess they're like seat holder fillers, placers, or something. I don't know. Mando, what's up, buddy? Driving home from my interview with Amazon right now. There it is. I finished it off, but here it is. You knew, too. You knew this. I hope you get the job. They're lucky to have you. You're going to move up. You're going to meet Jeff Bezos. You're going to be you're good. That's fantastic. I'm glad. I had no idea you were getting ready for that job interview or having a job interview. I hope it went well. That's fantastic. I hope they treat you well when you get that job and you move up and you really make a difference. So I know my wife loves ordering it from Amazon, and I do like checking my lists. I check more of my list than Santa does. But hey, I'm out here in the parking lot giving you some context, right? I'm out here in the parking lot waiting for my pickup, right? Beast of Reincarnation from Game Freak, and I wanted to talk about the Nintendo Direct today too. Fire Emblem Fortune's Weave. That looks fantastic, and I gotta tell you, I love the sound effects. I love the colors, and I'm excited. I'm excited for next month. I'm excited to open up that collector's edition with you, do an unboxing. Um, I might even have gloves. I might even get some gloves, like different color gloves, not the blue latex gloves that you would wear in the medical field. I mean, if there's no other choice, then yeah. But I really like the black gloves and the white gloves and stuff. I might want to use that. So, yes, sir. It went well. First days on the 12th this month. That's excellent. I am so glad. I'm happy for you, Mando, and your wife. That's awesome. I'm sure she's excited. I'm sure she's ready to party with you and have that celebration. So let me know. Keep me updated. I look forward to hearing more. I want to do a live stream at some point today. I sent you those photos as like, well, I'm not sure what to play. I have a lot of options. I might continue the Resident Evil Requiem. I don't know. We'll see. I've been kind of in a survival horror thriller mood lately. I watched Weapons on HBO Max. I watched Obsession on HBO Max, and I just watched the drama on HBO Max. So that was a little wild with Robert Pattinson and Zendaya. And tomorrow I'm gonna go check out. Spider-Man: Brand New Day with the movie crew. So I'm gonna go see that at 9 a.m. I don't think I'm gonna be buying popcorn at 9 a.m. though. And my movie theater makes you put your own butter on the popcorn. Come on. They make me add my own butter. They have a separate station for that? Come on. What's that about? I'm not okay with that. I'm not a big fan. Sorry, I haven't answered those photos. I've been busy trying to fix my sleep schedule. Oh yeah, yeah. Okay, that's all good. Sleep is critical. I mean, that's a critical hit right there on your next day. So you got to get the sleep in. I have recommendations. I know how to help there, but yeah, don't eat after, for like 3 or 4 hours before you go to bed. Try to eliminate the blue light when you can. Don't scroll on your phone before you go to sleep. Sleep in a cool, quiet room. I have to have a fan on. That's what helps me puts me to sleep. I'm also on nighttime medication. That helps me also. And I haven't checked my sleep score yet, so hopefully my Garmin watch and I are in a good relationship. Sometimes we're not in a good relationship. So lately it's been good though. Lately my sleep score has been good, so no complaints. We'll talk after stream for sure though. Yeah, let's get together and we'll definitely do a I like doing that with you. That was fantastic. Kind of go over stuff, unpack, see where we're at. We were at 148 subscriptions, Mando. Come on, that's fantastic. Let's break into the 150s today. I'm not going to turn my phone off until either it dies on me or there's an emergency mode flasher on it because my phone's getting too hot. I don't think it is because we got this overcast. I'm not sure whether it's smoke, it's an overcast with clouds, or it's a combination of both. But I live in, like, I do business in an area. I work in an area kind of different from like where I live, and I notice when I walk around, I feel like on the tip of my tongue, it's like the air quality. It's not that great. It's not that great. So I'm not a big fan. I can't get behind it. I can't support it. I can't do it. So yeah, I just here it is. I'm finishing it off on live for you. It's good to see you, Mando. We'll talk about this later for sure. Absolutely. How you doing out there, YouTube? Did you check out the Nintendo Direct today? Are you a fan of Fire Emblem? Should I play Three Houses? You know what? That's one of those Fire Emblems I didn't get all the way through. I had to do a lot of like relationship building and stuff with the school and that sort of thing. I'm noticing there's a lot of like time management in games these days. Um, and actually, like, this is going to be one of the last games I pick up before Blood of the Dawnwalker comes out. The Witcher 3 Cyberpunk 2077 developers, they broke off and created their own studio, and this is their first. I like that. I love that it's with Cohen, and this might be my last attempt for outside of Castlevania Lords of Shadow, or Castlevania Belmont's Curse, which I'm excited for. Um, I'm not sure whether to get. There's so much. There's so much. Like, I mean, I have notes. I do. I didn't write any notes today. That's my book I was talking about yesterday. Very good book. Very good book. I started reading it. They recommend reading 2 chapters, or like the first 4 chapters, reading it twice in a row before you go to the next chapter. But yeah, we were at 148 subscriptions. That's fantastic. That's great. Um, Here's the list of the games. There it is. Quality content coming your way. I'm Loud Italian. Got that beautiful haircut today. Shaved yesterday. My wife's like, "So you gonna take a shower? You gonna take a shower in the morning?" And I was like, "No, I'm gonna throw my clothes on. They're clean. I'm gonna throw my clothes on. This is kind of an over, like, I'm not gonna wear this shirt. I'm not gonna rock this shirt at work because it's really big on me now. I'm a medium now, YouTube. I'm a medium now. I'm a medium slash large. You know how long it's been since that's happened to me? I couldn't even tell you when that happened. So the fasting and all that has been it's transformed me, my lifestyle. It's great. It's great. I won't eat until 12 o'clock minimum. So that's and you'll never generally see me eat on camera because I want to stay mentally sharp. And as long as my brain's burning those ketogenic bodies, which it prefers to anyway over glucose, hey, I'm gonna do that. I want to stay mentally alert and sharp. I want to be with you. I want to be able to fire at my ultimate performance level. So frame unlocked, frame rates unlocked. So yeah, I'm just sitting here, give you some context. I'm in my car. I'm sitting in a parking lot. I'm like 30 minutes from home. I'm at one of my retail establishments. My guy here, who I like to do business with, he's dealing with that whole Pokemon thing. I had to move my vehicle. I felt a little uncomfortable. I anticipated the movements of others, and I was like, you know what? I'm good. There's like 4 or 5 cars all lined up, just ready to drive out. So I didn't even want to be a part of that wolf pack. So I moved. You ever move in like multiple areas of the parking lot just to be safe? I do. You ever back in because you're afraid of doing 3-point turns? I am. I'm not really afraid of it, but it's like I noticed that my anxiety levels are lower. It's decreased some, and I'll take that. So I'm always trying to maximize my and take advantage and learn from my behavior. So not everyone's self-aware. So, probably wouldn't have a YouTube channel if they were. Um, but yeah, I'm excited for Beast and Reincarnation. Next week's Oblivion Remastered on Switch 2. That's actually my last game before Blood of the Dawnwalker comes out, collector's edition. Very excited for that. Let me tell you something, give you some context on that. I remember ordering that in the vehicle and then like securing it on Bandai Namco's website when they had their like first like live stream and then the pre-orders go live afterwards. I like pulled into like a restaurant parking lot and I pressed the button and then I was able to secure it. So I'm happy about that. And that's it. That's the only that one Beast not Beast of Reincarnation. Blood of the Dawnwalker and Fire Emblem Fortune's Weave. So I could have got that at the same place I'm picking up something today, but I decided not to. So, here we are. Um, but yeah, and that's September 17th. So yeah, I'm excited. I'm a little nervous, but like I even played Control and I was like, I found myself getting tired from the enemies. They were kind of, all the enemies were kind of the same. They're similar, and I was just not a fan of that. So I'm just like trying to figure out what games are actually going to capture my attention span. Um, because I'm 44 years old now, and I've got kids of my own, and a pretty active lifestyle. You guys are keeping me grounded and pushing to create content, and it seems to be more so for my live streams and like my shorts that are created out of those. You guys prefer to show up for these versus the gaming, and that's fine. I'm okay with that. I'm comfortable with that. I kind of wanted to break it up a little bit. I kind of wanted to figure out, pivot if I have to, and try different things. But someone very smart told me once, hey, just keep it going the way it is. don't go from like 7 days to 3 days a week. Let's keep that momentum going. So I um I will. So yeah. Anyway, how are you? How are you? Mando. Yeah, Mando's the only one in here, so that's fantastic. I mean, maybe there's another person. Let yourself be known. We have some subscribers. We got some subscribers yesterday. I'm Loud Italian. I go live most days 9:30, unless I'm really excited, which is most days 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, noon, 12:30, 12:30 to 1 Eastern Standard Time. So it's good to see you all. Thank you for clicking on my double clicking on my video. I appreciate you. Sitting here waiting for that confirmation email. I did get something that said it's taking longer than expected, so we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Anyone looking forward to Beast of Reincarnation? Anyone looking forward to Fire Emblem Fortune's Weave? I'm very excited for the latter. I really am. However, the former, I want to go over some things. I want to unpack some things with you. Um, I know the mixed reception it's getting. I know about GameSpot giving it a 6 out of 10. I know IGN giving it a 6 out of 10. Uh, the outfit who create was that Funny Games or something. I checked that out, and they were all kind of settling around the same. They were hovering around the same idea. But I saw that stuff and I was like, I really love the tree skill tree. That's fantastic. I love the relationship with the wolf. That's fantastic. The sound effects, the battle system, the movement. I mean, I haven't felt this stuff, but what I've seen, I really liked. I'm going in it with a fresh perspective. I'm not warped by others' opinions. I wanted to create my own opinion and come up with my own decision around that. It's something if it keeps me like in it. Like if I find myself up past my bedtime or something, right? Which has been a long time. I've been really good. I've been really consistent about like, you know, responding to my body and that sort of thing. And I really like playing games during the day. I'll do that a lot more when I'm retired, I think, you know, when my wife retires and that sort of thing. I mean, I do love the portability of the Nintendo Switch 2. I do love the options it gives me there, and I can put it into tabletop mode. I can pop out my controller. I can put it into the dock. I got like a third party dock, so it doesn't damage the screen. Eventually, I would like Nintendo to create something that would allow us to use, so we wouldn't have to plug it into a capture card anymore. I mean, I guess it's still gonna be favorable for most because they can create their own, their own setup, their own thumbnails, their own, because the PC stuff. So we'll see. It's unusual times, and I'm considering other options. Never considered Xbox before. Here we are. Never considered ending my relationship with Sony, but here we are. And but one thing has always been constant is I've always loved Nintendo. I've always appreciated them, and and I went to Super Nintendo World at Universal Studios. That was fantastic. I enjoyed myself. I did. And I'm excited to see what Ocarina of Time is about by the end of the year, going toe to toe with Grand Theft Auto 6. So, um, but yeah, I Beast of Reincarnation. It's I'm I can't help but get I don't know if you've played Forsaken. Did you ever play Forsaken? I love the movement in that. There wasn't a lot of enemy variety, and she kind of and the lady in that game had kind of a a serpent's tongue, if you will. She kind of cut it up with the language, if you know what I mean. And that scarf was really rude. It was like a really rude thing, right? So, and we do have moderators on and that sort of thing. So we're 20 minutes in. I'm waiting for that update. My neck's getting a little sore. My wife and kids are going to be going from a family trip, and I confess something. I know they're going to be checking into a hotel. I know that they're going to be gone for a few days, but here's the deal. Here's the deal. I don't remember where exactly they're going and when they're going to exactly be home. I think they're going to be home like Thursday or something, but um and it doesn't say on that e-calendar. You guys have an electronic calendar? We have an electronic calendar. So, you know, I mean, what are you going to do about that? And it doesn't have any update on that. It just says check into hotel. It doesn't have any like where we're going to go, what we're doing. And I know I'm going to get FaceTimed and stuff. Ever get caught off guard by FaceTime? Does anyone like FaceTime out there? It's vulnerability is what it is. I'm going to have the same days off as you. Mando, that's fantastic. That's great. Join me, bro. Join me. Couch co-op virtually. Come on, let's go. How are you? Talk to me. Um, Beast of Reincarnation. Let's go. I'm waiting here. There's people that are gravitating towards the store lines. People are starting to show up. I've noticed that there's people who are like all about the sweatpants. Stop wearing sweatpants in public unless you're in the gym, unless you're going to the gym and coming back. When is that okay? When is that okay to have sweatpants and just and I mean I love the mobility thing, but at least wear like the old school Adidas sweatpants, with the zipper at the bottom, right? You remember those? I have a pair of those, but they keep sliding off on me. They don't tie and they have that like single drawstring, right? It kind of loops around. I'm not a fan of that. I have issues with clothes is what I do, is what I have. Um, but I'm getting more options. I'm getting leaner. I'm 171. I feel great. I really do. And I would love it for others, but they're going to have to change themselves. I mean, I can give them the keys of the kingdom. I can point them in the right direction, but they're the ones that are going to have to go to the door and open it. They're the ones that are going to have to travel to that spot. That's just the way it is. I can't do it for them. I'm just trying to lead the way. Just trying to lead the way. I'm a humble servant. Did you guys enjoy the world-class service video yesterday? That was fantastic. I had fun with that. I hope you enjoyed that. I listened to myself on the way home. I enjoyed that one, and I feel like I'm getting better. What do you think? Do you think my content's getting better? Do you think I'm getting more comfortable on the camera? My communication ability, the way I can draw you in and maybe keep your attention for longer than like 30 seconds. Hopefully that's getting better. You guys are helping me getting better. You're pushing me. I'm seeing the thumbs up increase. Manda, you're too kind for continuing to stay in here and hang out. But yeah, I the only thing I have on the agenda now outside of gaming is to watch. There's like a movie on Netflix. I forget what it's called, but there's one on Amazon Prime, the Masters of the Universe, the He-Man movie. Apparently Hideo Kojima watched it, so if he watches that, then I'm probably gonna watch it. And tomorrow's brand new day, so I'm gonna check that out at 9 a.m. So I might be doing a later than usual live stream, or I might do something earlier than that. So we'll see. I will update you on my official YouTube page. I noticed that we're at 148 subscribers. Thank you, YouTube. Appreciate you. Thank you for liking. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for commenting. Thank you for hanging out with me. Appreciate you. It's 9:30 a.m. We're 24 minutes in. I'm waiting here in my retail parking lot, waiting to pick up Beast of Reincarnation. I will send a photo out. The the security photo. So I'm holding it in my in my in my I'm not gonna say manicured hands because it's been a while since I've gone in to get my hands done. My feet need to be worked on. My hands are probably a secondary thing, but I recommend it. If you haven't gone, get a pedicure, get a manicure. You gotta try it at least once. At least get the pedicure. They'll accept you. People, the ladies love a well secure, emotionally intelligent man walking into a place like that. It's always a great thing. Good times is what it is. Especially when you don't have an appointment and you can get right in the seat. That's fantastic. Like that's how it was for me when I went to my barber shop this morning. The door was already open. I got a little nervous. I was a little sweaty there. I was like, is there going to be someone in the chair? I don't really have the time to wait. I mean, maybe one other person, but I don't want to sit in that. I don't want to sit in that seat waiting for someone else to finish up with their haircut. I like to be the first one. Anyone else like to be the first one on their favorite street, like in their own little town? Any like small town people out there where you love being the first one? I was the first one in that whole row of cars. I got the option of picking where I wanted to park. That was great. And then I walk and then I see that barber pole spinning. I love that feeling. I love looking at that pole and knowing that my barber's in there. He's in a good mood too. He was in a really good mood today, and I'm glad to see him in a good mood. Moods and stuff go up and down, and today he was up, and that was a good feeling. And then I go in, and he was getting the shop ready. He was taking care of some business, and then I'm respectful, and I'm always saying yes sir and no sir. Not because I have to, just because it's the right thing to do. I feel like it's important, right? There's not a lot of people saying yes sir and no sir. No, yeah, there's not a lot of people that are polite and really that listen to people that are a lot older than them. But I am. I'm that guy. I'm that Boy Scout. I'm that person. So I'm the person that you clicked on. So online or offline, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. I'm consistent. I am who I am. So you'll know. You'll know if we ever link up with the Division 3, if they ever release that. Ubisoft, I'm looking at you out there. Um, maybe eventually I'll get a review code and I'll be able to check out Division 3. That would be fantastic. And then I'd be able to rock with you, run with you, and I would never betray you. I help you out from one agent to another. So, um, but yeah, anyone looking forward to picking up a piece of Reincarnation? Sound off in the comments below. Anyone looking forward to Fire Emblem Fortune's Weave? Sound off in the comments below. And if you were able to secure a copy of Oblivion Remastered, and do me a favor, I'm actually curious about this, but what lasts longer, a CD or a cartridge from Nintendo? I would really love to know that. I think a disc lasts for up to like 50 years, if I'm not mistaken, but I don't know how long a cartridge. I feel like the cartridge from Nintendo would last longer, and it's not a game key card either. So I would think it's like, it's the CD, and then it's the regular game on the cartridge, right? So there's going to be a lot of memory on that one cartridge, which is a little bit harder to pull off. And then that's the game key card, and then it's the digital stuff. So I think that's the order. And primary for me is always going to be, I'm going to hold that card. So I might even do like my thumbnails. I might even have like the disc. Like if I'm doing the disc, I'm going to have my finger through the retention hole there, and I'm going to put it into the camera and then take it with my Sony my Brio camera I have, and because I have a nicer camera, I haven't been using it because it just hasn't been the right time. But I might start doing that and getting better thumbnails. I think that's something I need to get better at. My thumbnails and my text on the thumbnails. I feel like I need to get better at that. What do you guys think? Hopefully there's no lag. Hopefully you can hear me. I haven't heard anything otherwise. I'm glad I looked down because I've realized in the past that I've been talking for like 2, 3, 4 minutes and then there's like nothing. But I do have the noise canceling on, yellow light, and I've got the online. I'm ready to go, green for go for the green light, so I'm good. We're 30 minutes in, still waiting for that update. I'm excited. I'm a little nervous, but I think as long as you know, well, so I do want to cover something though. It's like I guess there are scenes that the cinematic scenes and stuff are really really good, but then when you have a conversation with some of the supporting cast, they're kind of robotic and they don't really move a lot and they kind of have that like Pokemon camera where it's like the camera flashes to the character, they blink once, say a line, there's a big pause or a lag, shoots over to another character, they wink, they blink or whatever, they say their line. There's a lot of like dead air and stuff. I don't know, we'll see. And you know what? To be completely honest with you, I I um I don't know if and whether I'm gonna do English, the English version or the Japanese version. I've never played a game on another language before, so I don't know. Is that something you guys would be interested in? Anyone out there who's interested in the does it matter to you? Like what are you gonna be in it for? Do you want to see it from the beginning? Do you want to see a guy die over and over again, get better at parrying, perfect dodging, that sort of thing? Like what is it that I'm not trying to waste your time. I want to value it and I ask for your input because it's important. So let me know. Let me know what you're going to want to see with it. Gameplay, mixture of everything. I don't have any like opinion. I'm just here for the ride. Like what is it? Is it more hanging out with Loud Italian, or is it like I want to check out what Loud Italian's skill level is with games? Does the old man still got it kind of deal? Let me know. Um but yeah, so there's that, right? There's that. There's um what else is there? There's New Game Plus. When that's fantastic. I like a game that has New Games Plus. I don't know if there's a photo mode, but I love the option of having a photo mode, even if I don't use the photo mode. Um, but the graphics are supposed to be great. I'm going to be playing it on the PS5 Pro, so there's an enhanced visuals and stuff. It runs buttery smooth, so Nutella smooth, and so velvety smooth. I mean, whatever you want to say there, but yeah. So yeah, we'll see what happens. I'm excited. Um, and maybe we'll just I'm gonna check it out and come up with my own opinion. But if that doesn't work, I mean, worst case, and I need to wait for some updates or something, as long as it doesn't like crash on me or freeze, which doesn't really happen a lot to me anyway. I think I'm gonna be okay with it, and I've got other options. I mean, I have Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition for Nintendo Switch 2. I can do a fresh playthrough of Fire Emblem Three Houses, which I think is like a prequel to it, unless the other game takes place before it. I'm not sure. Um, but we'll see. So we'll see. I don't know. What do you think, YouTube? Um, but yeah, that's kind of it. That's all I have. I'm just kind of spinning my wheels here, trying to figure out like how I feel about it. And the Fire Emblem Fortune Weaves, great, sounds like great cast. There's some time management stuff going on there. I'm a big fan of the sounds, um, and I know how things move around and stuff. There's different class systems. I'm excited to open up that the collector's edition unboxing with you. Um, and I would love to absolutely see like a Fire Emblem Lego set, some sort of thing there, and uh, we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens, right? So, um, but yeah, I'll probably go to like 45. I mean, we're 35 minutes in now. We got 4 likes. Mando may or may not still be in here. Who knows? But I look forward to talking to him later, chatting with him. I do have Modern Warfare 4 on here. I do have that secured. That's not something that I canceled. So yeah, that's coming out in October 23rd. So yeah, Wolverine, September 15th. Trails in the Sky second chapter, and that's going to be an interesting thing. I'm not sure which to play first. Apparently, Fire Emblem Fortune Weave and Trails in the Sky second chapter, which I absolutely love the first. It's on my channel. I covered the whole thing from beginning to end. Didn't do New Game Plus, but I don't know. Maybe I'll do a New Game Plus run. Who knows? But those two come out on the exact same day. So I'm not sure whether I want to get Trails in the Sky second chapter on a CD, play it on my console, on my PlayStation, or check it out on my Switch 2. So I'm not sure. We'll see. Excited for Silent Hill Townfall. I still have to play Silent Hill 2, bare minimum. I'm not sure. Well, maybe Silent Hill F. I don't know. We'll see. Xenoblade Chronicles 2 Definitive Edition in October 1st. Castlevania Belmont's Curse. Huge Castlevania fan. Absolutely love that show. The anime was fantastic. That's October 15th. Call of Duty October 23rd, and Phantom Blade Zero on the 29th of October, which I want to get that security on a disc. So, how are you? How are you out there, YouTube? It's getting a little warm in here. I'm going to need to end this, and my camera is going to die pretty soon, I believe. I'm going to get something going later in terms of more content, a live stream. So, if you enjoy this content, I'm Loud Italian, and I go live most days, 9:30 to 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, 12:30 to 1 Eastern Standard Time. Sometimes I'll get started 30 minutes earlier, but I will never start super late, and I will let you know if I need to make some changes. My socials, X at Loud Italian, and YouTube / at Loud Italian. I usually will post there daily, so like, subscribe, enable notifications, and ring that bell if you haven't already. YouTube, appreciate you. We were at 148 subscribers, so thank you. I appreciate you for that. I value you for that. I do. So we'll go to 40 minutes, and I'll do my official sign off, and then I hope you have a great day. And thank you for joining me. Mando was in here. He lit up chat. That was great. Haven't seen him in the last several days. Hope he gets that job and he moves forward. Lucky to have him. And I hear Amazon is a good company to work for, so that's fantastic. So yeah, as long as there's some future proofing and job security there, and some you can move up in the chain and that sort of deal, that'd be awesome. That'd be awesome. We need confident, capable, professional people. So I'm gonna go for like another minute. I got an update from my wife, so she's probably taking off. And I'm gonna go and cool off a little bit, I think, because I'm gonna start sweating in the car soon. So I'm gonna put my book away. I got my notes here. Got my little thing for for my mic mini, my little housing there, and yeah, so I'm excited. I'm excited. We'll check it out. We'll see what happens. Let's stay open minded and form my own thoughts and my own and I'm gonna try to stay indifferent with that kind of a neutral territory. Um, trying to stay at sight of line zero, and if I veer over to the right, I'll try to come back and veer to the left. If I go to the left, I'm gonna kind of veer left and try to come back to the right. So zero out there on those sites. So yeah, thank you for joining me. And I'm Loud Italian, and I hope to see you again. So keep it locked, and like, subscribe, enable notifications, and ring that bell. We're breaking into those 150s, so I appreciate you. I do. Metrics are up. View time is up. Watch hours are up. Subscriptions are up. Trying to get more. So we hit that tier, that first tier, and then we become monetized, and then and it continues to grow. So I'm delivering on my promise. I'm trying to release a video every day for an entire year to see how I've grown, things I need to work on, things I need to refine, things that are working to keep going. So I might do a collaboration video with someone eventually. I would love to do that. Maybe a product review from one of the companies that I love. I want to get into that. Maybe some editing. Maybe get into that. So, yeah, we'll get into that kind of stuff. I'm excited. So, you know, sky's the limit, right? So let's just keep going. Let's keep grinding. Let's keep going. And thank you, YouTube. Appreciate you. I really do. Um, so I'm Loud Italian. Like, subscribe, enable notifications, and ring that bell. This isn't goodbye to you. It's see you later, because goodbye is something you say to someone you don't want to see again, which I'm not going to say to you, my viewer. I'm going to say see you later. Peace.